we have not been holding the Sunday service, prayer meetings, small groups, or staff meeting for the past about 5 weeks.
We had people all around us who were losing their jobs, who couldn't eat, couldn't provide for their families.
I think the need of New York City right now is it needs an infusion of hope.
I got a lot of calls from church members. They're going hungry.
The whole situation with COVID was like surprised us, and I think it was everywhere was the same.
In Austin, Texas.
Belfast. In Panama.
Denver.
Burundi.
In Krakow.
In New York City.
In Marseille, France.
In Johannesburg, South Africa.
In Sydney, Australia.
In Japan, the coronavirus, COVID-19 is spreading, but the gospel is also spreading.
And it was grace that brought me here.
I believe that there's no greater time to plant churches than right now, because our city needs more hope. It needs more kingdom. It needs more gospel. It needs more Jesus.
And so we thought, what if we serve the community where we're at, to use our church building to become a temporary shelter or quarters for the medical frontliners. As a result, the gospel has actually not just been declared, but also demonstrated.
I realized that there are people who come here to church who are homeless. So what I did, I gave up my office so that a family can have a place to stay.
We realized real quickly there's an audience that will come see us online that will never come to our church doors. But it's helped us realize who's actually open to the gospel in France.
Now we're seeing like a second generation, people won to the Lord during the pandemic, and now they've been trained, and now they're reaching out to their family members.
It's giving us the ability to serve people and to pray for them, and they know when they have a need, they really just come straight to us. My job right now is really to preach the hope and the love of Jesus.
As all of our students on college campuses are sent back home, everybody's quarantined to their own home. Does campus ministry keep going or does it stop? I'm here to report that campus ministry keeps going.
So I met a transfer student from Singapore. Since COVID happened, the girl had to go back to her country, but now she's leading on her campus, doing ministry with her campus ministry, discipling girls, being a leader in her campus. So it's really cool to see God moving.
What are the needs that our people are going through? This is a great time to minister to them. Is it fighting fear and testing their faith for the first time? This is where pastors and campus missionaries are needed.
Let us use this time to reach young people through the online platforms and share the message of hope. And this message being Christ in you, the hope of glory.
Because the God test tool is the main tool we use to evangelize. We said, okay, there's nothing to lose, but we can check how it will work on the internet. But thanks to God, we had few people who through this outreach online, they committed their life to Christ and they pray with us. So it was amazing.
We also have an online 5-day prayer and fasting. So more than 300 people gathered together online for 5 evenings.
God put on my heart to do something special for our community, to create care packages to my community and to take it to them.
One thing that our church has put on that the campus team has been participating in is called drive-through prayer, and that's been a really special moment.
Despite all this that's going on in the world, God is still in control.
About 100 years from now, this COVID-19 coronavirus is going to be in our history books. And the question that is asked of us today, what has the church done? How did the church respond? What did the church do?
At this point, we've delivered 3,000 or 4,000 masks and about 500 face shields. This week, we're going to deliver another 10,000 masks and about 400 or 500 more face shields.
So we're praying and planning how to bless Wuhan when the city reopens.
And he stopped and then he says, "Are you Every Nation Church?" I think what was fascinating for me was the police remembered us, and he said, "Thank you for all that you do for us and the community."
And they said what brings the greatest joy is the discipleship and the prayer times.
And part of our vision was when we came to Winnipeg, what we felt God calling us to do was to work with refugees
in First Nation communities.
We believe that God is moving right now and bringing great healing and hope to many people here.
And the church is really called to embody this, being a spiritual family made up of people of diverse backgrounds, but united in God's love.
You know, as every nation, a family of churches, we exist to honor God by planting churches and campus ministries in every nation.
The advantage of Every Nation Church is that we are a global spiritual family. We have each other.
God is doing something in the nations of the world, and what a privilege for us to be a part of it.